Hey Taurus, welcome to your July 2024 monthly reading. We're just going to go ahead and get started, my friends, and jump straight in. I hope you're all doing well. If you want to book a personal reading with me, that link will be down below in the description. If you click that link, it'll take you straight to my website, and it'll show you all the details it is that you need to know. But let's go ahead and focus here though on your reading for July. Let's see here, Taurus. Some of you may have Sag in your chart, or you may have Leo in your chart. If you don't worry about it. Let's see here. Taurus. You pulled the Eight of Swords, the Five of Cups, and you pulled the Emperor here. All right, not a bad read. I definitely do feel like, though, there are some things in your challenge with the Justice card. Justice card's in the challenge. Some things that are a little bit out of balance. I think for all of us, there's things that's out of balance in our personal lives. I mean, just the astrology that we just went through, and then not only that, we're going to be having 2 full moons in Capricorn with all this Cancer energy. Cancer really does point to personal life things, and when you have 2 Capricorn full moons, there's personal. In regards to our personal life, there's things that we have to attend to, and so other things could be, you could be noticing some things are out of balance here that you're just trying to assess, fix, and bring back into balance. This Eight of Cups, though, being in your current energy at this time, Eight of Cups is all about we're wanting to move on, we're wanting to move forward, we're wanting to advance in new directions and get on with our journey. However, the issue, though, is like we first have to understand, okay, where are we going? And sometimes we don't know. That's why this card is like a lesson. It's almost, in a way, it's like we have to learn how to deepen our awareness about ourselves, where we're at in our lives, and understand and see things by being objective, like having awareness, being objective, and being like, okay, where am I at? What do I need to do? What do I need to release? Where do I need to start advancing toward? And I think that's what you're doing at this time with this Eight of Cups here. You're definitely ready to move forward here. And I do see you moving forward because you do have the Two of Wands in the future position, which is all about forward momentum, forward action, right? Initiating things, getting started with things, taking the lead on things here, pursuing things. So we'll see what that is. But I am seeing, the Two of Wands. I feel like this is going to be an energy that you're going to be in pretty much for the month of July, which is like Mars and energy type of energy, right? Mars is a planet of action, energy, initiation. And Aries is a planet of self-determination, defining things for oneself and understanding the direction that they're personally trying to go and what they personally need to do. And that's what I see you really doing here. You have the Temperance, Seven of Wands, and the Strength card here. If I remember not, my camera's blurry, but I believe it was the last Taurus reading that I did where the camera was blurry. So there could be definitely, Spirit is saying here, that you could be a little bit unfocused or have been unfocused, or things have just been a little bit unclear. So it's like you're trying to, focus the camera in your life so you can see things more crystal clear. And this Temperance being here as one of the cards for your overall energy for the month. Temperance is all about, okay, what do we need to do, right? Temperance is flipping negatives into positives, but it's also a card of like trial and error. And it's through this process of having patience and being like, okay, what's working, what's not working, what do I need to get rid of, and what do I need to keep, and what do I need to add in here to my life that's going to make it more harmonious, right? That's going to formulate the full picture here and have things more focused for me to be able to see. And also the Seven of Wands is here for your overall energy, which is my card of having very strong conviction. So I feel like there's this energy here for you in the month of July towards like you're getting very serious with things, right? Because Seven of Wands is Mars and Leo, right? And Leo's all about being your own confident authority, asserting your will, expressing yourself, and taking the lead. And so I really see you here like planting your feet, like, the bull that you are, Taurus, and standing firm here with what it is that you need to do for yourself. And I don't think anything's going to be able to persuade you otherwise, especially with the Strength card that is here as well for your overall energy. It's like you're very much, for the energy of July, you're very much coming back into this position of strength by understanding by letting go of controlling the external. I think you're really like taking full accountability and taking full and having self-control with the things that you can change here. And so I see a lot of you here this month really stepping up, right? Like, and if you've already been stepping up, I see you doing it even more, right? I believe Mars is in your sign. Mars is going to be in your sign here in July. And so yeah, I mean, Mars, like I said, is that planet of, it's a planet of action. It is kind of the ego's will as well when it comes into your own sign. And so the ego isn't always necessarily a bad thing. It's just when we become arrogant and we're not able to be flexible, right? But you have to have a sense of self. That's the ego. You have to have a sense of self to be able to understand your relation to everything else. And I already know some people are going to dispute me in the comments, whatever. I don't care. That's where I stand on it. If you have a good, compelling argument, then I'll listen to it. But I'm just going off astrology. So, right, you have a higher self too, right? But it's like where you're at right now, right? Your sense of self. I think you're wanting to evolve, obviously, Taurus. Like you're like, all right, Temperance here. I'm ready to tap into my higher mind here, because Temperance is the archetype of Sagittarius can rule the higher mind, right? Of learning, understanding, right? So that way you can evolve and become better. And I think that's the energy that you're embodying here. It's like you're wanting to have create a better sense of self. So, and I see you getting underway with that Two of Wands here. This Five of Cups as the advice and the Justice card. These two energies can be like forgiveness, especially when you have the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is Saturn and Pisces. Pisces does deal with compassion and selflessness. But there's a lesson though, because of Saturn, right? Saturn and Pisces, like learning how to surrender, let go, have self-compassion, learning how to be selfless, forgiving. And I think there's something here in your challenge that you're dealing with at this time that you're really working through and trying to forgive yourself with, or forgive some sort of situation so that way you can move forward. You know, the Five of Cups is saying like not to feel your emotions. I always say you have to feel it in order to heal it. And it's very true. If you just bottle it all up and just try to move forward, it's like it's going to come out in weird ways down the line. So, you know, take your time if you're needing to heal, right? And don't be afraid to process emotions by feeling them, you know, right? To be able to release, right? To be able to release them, to be able to let things be water under the bridge. But also Five of Cups is defiant passion, right? When you want something and you haven't gotten it, and so you're frustrated and you're like, all right, you know, now you have all this passionate, defiant energy, and it's how you channel it, right? You can channel it in destructive ways, or you can channel it in constructive ways. I think you're obviously channeling it in constructive ways, because with the Emperor here being in the outcome does represent achievement, and you feeling like you're back on top of things here, and you're back on top of your throne, and you're seated in your power here. So I like this energy. I think there's been, and also the Emperor is the clear definition of self, because it rules the archetype of Aries, and Aries does deal with the self. So if things have been unclear for yourself and where you're going and what you're doing, I definitely see with that Temperance here, this is the month where you're formulating things in a new way. Things are becoming more clear, and you're able to rise above the situations that have been pulling you down. You have the Eight of Swords here in the position of something you're unaware of. You know, Eight of Swords is like a reminder to not get stuck in one way of seeing things, right? Because sometimes with the Eight of Swords, and this is very important too, because Eight of Swords is Jupiter and Gemini, and we have Jupiter and Gemini transiting right now with the astrology. And the Eight of Swords represents to where if we're only seeing things in one way, it can be very hard to see things in another way, right? To see a higher reasoning behind things, or to see more broadly, right? The Temperance is Sagittarius rules broadness, the horizon. Gemini rules your environment and what's right in front of you right now. And so sometimes we have to like get outside of our own, or change up our environment, right? And seek out the adventure, seek out the horizon, right? To seek out knowledge, to seek out newer things. Because if we're only stuck in one way of doing things, we're just gonna keep getting the results that we've always got, and you're gonna feel stuck. So the Eight of Swords is saying that at this time, and it happens with me too. I'm learning this as well. I think we all are with Jupiter and Gemini. It's like we can be attached to certain dogmas and ways of viewing things and certain opinions that aren't necessarily true. That's why it's like we have to open up our mind to different ideas, to different ways of learning, to different ways of seeing things. But we also have to trust in our own unique perception and our own unique ideas when it comes to ourselves. And so there is a balance with it, which is why the Eight of Swords can be such a restricting, confusing card. So the universe is just definitely wanting you to be aware of that. Let's pull your oracle cards and then we'll clarify. You pull this Dust Devil card. It says moving out of stagnation. Yep. Definitely feel like this is the month where you're moving out of stagnation here. It's like you have no other choice in a way. It's like you're tired of being stuck. I'm tired of digging these holes, Grandpa. Well, that's too damn bad. You keep digging. If anybody can quote that down in the comments, you get brownie points. You have this 11th house community here. There could be some changes as well this month that you're making in regards to your community. And, you know, the Emperor and the outcome, they're successful. And you pulled this change card. So yeah, definitely change. It's like you're in the midst of change, right? And that's very similar. I mean, there's a horse on a hot air balloon in the middle of the air, kind of having to surrender and wait for the fucking air balloon to take them there. And with the Eight of Cups, it's sort of the same. It's like, yeah, you're moving in a direction of change. You haven't gotten to the Nine of Cups, which is your wish fulfillment, your desires coming true, right? But it's like it's like you're in that transition, you're in that process here. You just haven't landed where you want. But the Emperor, I feel like you're landing and rooting your feet here into the new change. So let's see, let's clarify here, Taurus. Clarify this Temperance here for the overall, you have the Hierophant, yeah. The Hierophant. Also, I want to say here too, you know, any type of endeavor that you're doing at this time, right? The Hierophant points to you getting something or coming across something that supports your endeavor, that's going to allow you to be able to create what it is that you want. Also, the Hierophant Temperance together is about learning, right? So some of you I'm seeing this month, you could be taking a course. You may think I'm crazy right now, but come back and let me know. Or you're maybe taking a class, or you're being a part of something here that is teaching you something very important for yourself to help you evolve and get underway with what it is that you've been doing or what it is that you're starting to do here. Clarify the Seven of Wands. You have the Ten of Wands here. Yeah, Ten of Wands is the burden of responsibility. And the Seven of Wands is like, we're making this commitment because we believe, right? Ten of Wands is Saturn and Sag. We have to learn the lesson of believing in our ability here, right? And I think you're believing and you're committing here to, you know, what your target is, what you're trying to do. Clarify the Strength card. You have the Page of Swords here. I feel like your mindset as well, like your mindset is like you're becoming, it's becoming more stronger with this Strength card, right? It's like you're actually believing in, okay, these newer ideas or this newer direction here or these newer things that you're implementing here, and you're doing them. Like you're committing to something here. Clarify the Eight of Cups. In your current energy, Taurus. Clarify the Eight of Cups for Taurus and their current energy. You have the Sun card here. Well, I like the Sun card being with the Eight of Cups because the Sun card is all about positivity and joy and enjoying your life and being who you are. And I think you're understanding more and more like what's important for your life and what makes you happy. And you're not, and it's interesting too, because it's like you're understanding your own spirit here. It's like you don't even care about the outside noise, right? Or what other people think or whatever the case might be. It's like you're tuning into your spirit. You're tuning into what your spirit or soul's mission is here. Clarify the Justice card in the challenge. You have the Five of Cups again, which is interesting because the Five of Cups was your advice, right? So let's clarify the Five of Cups. You have the Five of Swords here. Yeah, I mean, I do definitely think there's something here in the past. I think this has already happened. It's something that's in the past that you're trying to release, right? Something that made you upset or disappointed you, or like I said, this could be a forgiveness situation that you're dealing with. You know, the Justice card is like understanding, like to forgive yourself or to forgive others. But I really feel like maybe it's like maybe you're disappointed when it comes to certain things here. And you know, like Five of Cups, Five of Swords, kind of like whatever, fuck it. Like that's what it's like, not dwelling too hard on something, you know. And this is also too about asserting yourself too, like especially with the Justice card, like asserting your boundaries, right, and staying in alignment with your true intentions of what you're trying to do, and not letting anybody else pressure you to do anything otherwise, or let anybody else try to stop you. Clarify the Two of Wands. Clarify the Two of Wands in the future. You have the Queen of Swords here. Yeah, I think you're definitely getting a better comprehension with that Queen of Swords of who you are, what it is that you want, and what it is that you're doing. And like I said, it's like even when I did your reading last time, the camera was all unfocused, and I kind of picked up that was like a message from Spirit. It's like maybe there's a lack of focus in the past, or things are blurry or unclear. But this is where things get clear. Queen of Swords, she's clear-minded, she understands, and you know, she has clarity. And so this is a deeper sense of clarity that I see you getting about the direction of where it is that you're trying to go, and you're moving forward. Clarify the Emperor here in the outcome. You pulled the Emperor again. Can't make this shit up. Emperor in the outcome represents achievement, right? Feeling like you're on top of your throne, feeling in your power, feeling rooted and seated in your power. And when I say power, I'm not talking about, you know, domineering. The inner power, right? Your inner sense of life force energy that you're connected to, and your connection to your own spirit and to God and to the divine, which is giving you confidence, and which is also allowing you to accomplish these things here that you've been wanting to accomplish. So I'm seeing something with business as well this month, or work or career. Some of you could be getting a higher level of position, right? Like if you work somewhere, you could be moving up through the ranks. If you have your own business, or you're starting a business or something like that, I definitely feel this is a good indication of success here. Clarify the Eight of Swords in the position of something you're unaware of. You have the Six of Swords. Eight of Swords is the prison of the mind, and the Six of Swords is the escape of the mind. And sometimes if we're stuck in our own minds and we're working with the same material of what it is that we already know, and it hasn't been working, the Six of Swords is like, okay, what's new material, or what's a newer idea, or what's a newer solution here that I can take to get myself unstuck and move forward, right? If you run into problems. You pulled this Me Talks card. This is repairing the mind, body, and spirit. And I was kind of picking up some healing a little bit here with that Temperance card, Strength card for the overall energy. And so, you know, maybe things have been stagnant because it's like you've been needing some me time, right? Or you've been needing to attend to things in your personal life. But very soon I see you regathering your strength, things becoming clear, problems being addressed, and you're able to actually get underway here with your ambitions. You pull this North Node future, and it's with the 11th house community here. So there's a pull here that you're feeling in regards to your destiny when it comes to community, right? Something about your community, right? Whether it's your work community, whether it's, you know, it could be, like I said, it could be career opportunity, career community, or being a part of, or creating a bigger community or something like that, or being a part of a community here. So I definitely pick up, like, and also the 11th house is where society benefits us, right? And our ability to be able to enjoy the world too, right? So that's why the 11th house rules things like entertainment venues, or rules like services, right? Like when it comes to career, it's like people offer services, right? Like certain communities offer different types of services to be able to for you, right? Or this could be you offering that to others. But I think this is you really bringing your talents and who you are to the world and being part of a larger thing. You pull this Midhaven card. It says Pinnacle, which is career, deals with work, career, who you're trying to be, your ideal life that you want to create. And that's in the midst of change right now. But the changes that you're making and the changes that you're kind of in the middle of, they're all working out. It's just certain things that I feel here that you've been having to gain a deeper sense of awareness on in order to figure out what the problems are and fix them. So that's what I got for you, Taurus, in your July 2024 monthly reading. If you want to book a personal reading with me, that link is down below in the description. If you click that link, it'll take you straight to my website. I have 3 different reads. I have mini reads, I have standard reads, and then I also have tarot and astrology read, or a tarot and astrology reading, where it's tarot just like this, but I also use the astrology using your natal chart and the current transits to take a deeper look into your situation, answer any questions that you have, or give you any guidance that you're looking for. Those have been a lot of fun, and yeah, I really do appreciate everybody who's been supporting me, and yeah, just really appreciate it. There was one announcement though. Well, I'll make the announcement probably later on in my community tab. So if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, I encourage you to do so. Also click the notification bell as well, so that way you get notified whenever I upload your videos. Yeah, and if you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button for me. Otherwise than that, Taurus, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. I'm wishing you the best for the month, and I'll talk to you in the next video.